Looks like we may get Adrien Broner versus Ivan Redkach next. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to Mike Coppinger, link in the description. So he tweeted that per his sources in the Athletic, it looks like Broner may fight Ivan Redkach. Says sources tell the Athletic boxing a fight between Adrien the oh man, you know, AB, algebra books, and Adrien Broner and Ivan Redkach is in the works for the fall. Broner will once again be looking to rebound, this time following a defeat to Manny Pacquiao where he wasn't remotely competitive. You know, and somebody says, or I guess he says, Redkach is coming off a career best victory and upset knockout of Devon Alexander in May in his debut at 147, which is true. I want to give my thoughts. I think it's a solid fight. You know, Broner, for the first things first, Adrien Broner has always been willing. What the fuck? Hey, he's tripping. So Adrien Broner has always been willing to fight. You know, that his resume shows that. His second welterweight fight after moving up from 135, where he could have stayed and tried to milk it, you know, he went up, fought Marcos Maidana. So we know that's the case with Broner. He fought Sean Porter, the Mikey Garcia. The thing is, he hasn't won all these fights, you know. So I think this is a right call for Adrien Broner to slow it down a touch, you know, fighting Pacquiao coming off of a loss. I mean, he took some losses in a kind of concentrated period of time. You know, he had a draw with Jesse Vargas. He had the Mikey Garcia fight where he lost that, lost to Sean Porter, lost to Maidana. You know, he doesn't have too many losses, but you just know how people do in boxing.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna knock the fight. He fought in January against Pacquiao. He came up short, even though he's like, ah man, you know I beat that boy. You know, he did all that, but you know, he lost. The judges had him losing, whatever the situation is. And Pacquiao moves on to fight Keith Thurman. Broner should fight a guy like Ivan Redkach. Like Ivan Redkach actually, you know, he surprised a lot of people. Devon Alexander is a slick fighter and he stopped him. You know, Devon Alexander had teamed up with Roy Jones Jr., you know, great fighter and trainer. And, you know, he came up short to Ivan Redkach. So I'm really not going to knock this fight. I'm not considering it like, you know, the winner of this is the man to beat at 147. So please don't overstate it. But at the end of the day, Broner knows how to sell fights. Ivan Redkach, he did his thing versus Devon Alexander. I think he dropped him, I don't know, 4 times. I don't know, he dropped him a couple times too. You know, there's a bunch going on, so I didn't watch it in real time. I went back later that night because I forgot what other fight was on. There was a lot of boxing on that particular day. But either way, I'm not mad at this fight. I think Broner should be fighting, like, you know, coming off of a loss, a Sergey Lipinets or Omar Figueroa, Ivan Redkach type. So he has to, because he should be able to beat this level of competition. And if he can't, then I don't know, maybe them losses have taken their toll. But coming off a loss, I'm not mad at it, because you look at it, Broner is coming off of another loss, and Redkach is coming off his best win, you know. So that's that. Some people would say, like, oh, this guy got beat by Tevin Farmer and shit like that. But he's not coming off the Tevin Farmer loss. And he also got stopped by a guy that Broner beat, which is John Molina. John Molina lost to Broner handily when PBC first started. And Ivan Redkach got stopped by him. So, you know, things change in boxing. It is what it is. But you guys let me know what you think. I know Broner gets a lot of hate, so I know people are going to be, why is he fighting him and all this extra shit. But it's not a bad action fight. And coming off of a loss, I think this is what I would love to see this fight. But you know, Danny Garcia looked real good in his last fight. Broner's coming off of a loss, so Broner has to get back in the win column to get these type of fights. You know, in my opinion, that's actually a good fight that they should. If Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia don't happen, and Broner can get wins back in the win column, I want to see that. Or even Broner versus Amir Khan. I think that's a good fight too. But he got to get back in the win column. That's just basically what it is. So I'm not mad at this at 147. And drop your thoughts in the comment section if it does go down. And actually, the other thing I want to add too is because I did previous videos, they were actually talking about Broner fighting Lee Selby. Now they're talking about Lee Selby fighting somebody else at lightweight, which is, to me, this is a much better fight. So that's another thing I like, because Broner versus Lee Selby to me doesn't make any sense, because that's a guy who came up in weight too, and he ain't even fought past lightweight to my knowledge, you know, and he lost to Josh Warrington and all this type of shit. But at least Ivan Redkach has some power. He showed power in the John Molina fight, and he showed power and he hurt John Molina in that fight, if you guys watch that. But he also clearly showed power stopping Devon Alexander, who's a pretty slick veteran southpaw. Sean Porter didn't stop Devon Alexander. You know, Amir Khan didn't stop Devon Alexander, and Ivan Redkach did. So I'm not mad at this, to be honest. But again, it's Broner, so you know the usual suspects are gonna come out and hate and, you know, expect Broner to go in there with Errol Spence or something stupid. Even though Errol Spence is fighting Sean Porter, they're boys, and Broner's coming off of a loss. But I think this is a realistic fight. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We definitely working.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.